Justice and intelligence reporter Ken Delaney. And so, Ken, we just a moment ago brought everybody up to speed on the shooting at Old Dominion earlier today. You now have more detail about the suspect involved. Who is it?
That's right, Katie. A U.S. official familiar with the matter says that the deceased shooter in this case is an ISIS-affiliated person who served 10 years in prison in a separate case named Mohammed Baylor Jallow. And according to federal records that I was just looking at, he was released from prison in December 2024, having been convicted back in 2016 of plotting an ISIS attack and interfacing with an undercover FBI agent in support of ISIS. He is a former Army veteran, and so this is raising a lot of questions about how this person with known ties to ISIS, who served a prison term for plotting an attack sympathetic to ISIS, gets out of prison and has now, according to our sources, committed this shooting at Old Dominion University that killed one and injured two others. And as we understand it, the gunman was also killed in that incident. And so this is coming at a time when the FBI has lost a lot of experienced counterterrorism agents, Katie, as you know, as we've reported, and it's going to raise a lot of questions about why this person wasn't being watched, why he wasn't kept tabs on, and how he was able to do this undetected by federal counterterrorism authorities, Katie.
Ken, who are the victims? What do we know about them?
Yeah, I don't have that in front of me. I've been focusing on just trying to chase down the identity of the suspect here and confirm
My
his
apologies
details,
on that. Do we know what the initial sentence was for Jallow and whether he got out early for good behavior or did he fulfill the entire sentence?
So it doesn't appear to. It appears that he served most of the sentence. There's no parole in the federal system. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison after pleading guilty in October 2016. But you're subject to certain reductions in your sentence for good behavior and for other reasons in the federal system and for time served and things like that. So it looked like he served most of his sentence, but was released, according to the Bureau of Prisons website, in December of 2024. What happened to him and where he went after that, we don't know. But clearly, if the federal government was watching him, they were not watching him today, Katie.
So according to court documents back then, when he was this is from July 5th, 2016, so back when they were investigating him and charging him, Jallow met with CHS on two occasions in April and May 2016. During the April meeting, Jallow told the CHS that he was a former member of the Army National Guard, but that he decided to quit after listening to online lectures by Anwar al-Awlaki, a deceased leader of al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. He had recently taken a 6-month trip to Africa where he met with ISIL, which is another another name for ISIS, members in Nigeria, and first began communicating online with ISIL, an ISIL member who later brokered his introduction to the CHS. What is CHS, Ken?
It's confidential human source.
Got it.
So there was also an undercover FBI agent involved in this sting operation, posing as a member of ISIS. Jallow was born in Sierra Leone, but as you said, he served in the Army National Guard, apparently became radicalized. And we've seen so many of these cases over the years, Katie, and very often the FBI is on top of it. They find people communicating online, potentially with members of ISIS overseas. They approach them in a sting operation of this sort, and those folks incriminate themselves and express a willingness to engage in a terrorism plot, and they go to prison. And that's what happened in this case. But he got out of prison, and officials are now saying he committed this shooting at Old Dominion University today, Katie.